How to mention someone in Instagram story. Hey there, welcome to Insightful Tutorials. Do you want to mention someone in your Instagram story but don't know how? If yes, then you are in the right video. Without further ado, let's get started. Open Instagram on your device. Tap on the circle with your profile picture at the bottom. Then tap on the plus icon at the top. A menu will appear. Select the story option. Now start creating your Instagram story. Once you have created it, let me show you how to mention someone in it. There are 3 ways to mention someone on Instagram. The very first method is to use the text icon. Tap on the text icon. Now, type the @ symbol. Then, type the name or username of the account you want to mention. The account you are looking for will appear in the list below. Tap on it once to select it. Then, tap done. And boom! You have mentioned someone in your Instagram story using the first method. Let's move on to our second method, and that is to use the stickers icon. Tap on the stickers icon, then tap on the mention sticker. In the mention text field, type the name or username of the account you want to mention. Then the account will appear in the list below. Tap on it to select, and boom! You have successfully mentioned someone in your Instagram story using the second method. If you want, you can change the appearance of the sticker by tapping on it. Please note that you can use any of these 2 methods to mention someone based on your preference. However, I recommend the second method as it is visually appealing. Let's move on to our third method, and that is adding mentions after posting. First and foremost, share your Instagram story. For that, tap on your story or your stories button available at the bottom. As you can see, my recent story has been posted. Tap on it to view. Then, tap on the 3 vertical dots available at the bottom. A menu will appear. Select the Add Mentions option. Let's use the search feature. Tap on the search bar. Then, type the name or username of the account you want to mention. Now, single tap to select the account. Finally, tap the Add button. As you can see, the mention has been added using the third method. You might have been confused at the moment, thinking which method should you use. Let me explain the difference between these methods to help you decide. The first and second methods are ideal if you want the mentioned account username to be visible in the story itself. However, the third method is perfect if you want to mention someone without showing their username in the story itself. So, in conclusion, if you want to show the username, then go with the second method. But if you don't want to show the username, then go with the third method. Also, please note that once you mention someone, they will receive a notification and a message in their Instagram DM saying they were mentioned in your story. And boom! You have successfully learned the 3 best ways to mention someone in an Instagram story. That's it for today's video. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to hit the like button and make sure to subscribe to our channel for more insightful tutorials.